What up, good people? And welcome to another episode of This is Dope. It's your man Ahmad here, back with another topic to talk to you about that I think is dope in tech. So, if you've been following me for a little while, you probably are aware that I am an information security professional, right? That's kind of my thing. Very, very interested, passionate about it. Enjoy doing it, right? So, what I've decided to do is come up with do a series of videos, right? And by series, I mean there'll be a number of them, not necessarily back to back, but I'll do each video as the mood hits me. And the name of that series is going to be Protect Your Neck, right? It's not a different channel, still same channel. It'll just be on this channel, right? It'll be mixed in with the other videos. Welcome to the first video. This will be the Protect Your Neck social media edition, right? Really what I want to do, just go ahead and give you social media security tips. That's it. That's it. Nothing too in depth. Just not a super duper deep dive. Just really a few tips to keep your data secure and your presence secure on social media. That being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So, as we all know, social media has really become a very, very important part of our day-to-day lives. Whether you're young, old, regardless of social or economic background, or really religious background either. Even everybody that I'm aware of is touched by social media in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of information that is given signing up for these accounts. Also, while you're on social media, the goal of these tips is to kind of try to help you keep your data secure as you can and as, the least attractive as possible, right? And let me explain. A hacker or a bad actor or a cyber criminal, whatever the media buzzword is for today to describe, a person who's going to, try to, break into your account and do all sorts of other things, right? Let's just say hacker. A hacker is going to get into whatever they want to get to if they're focused enough. You can't stop a hacker, right? Software has flaws, has bugs, new bugs discovered every single day. It's just impossible to guarantee that they will not get in. However, what you can do is make it more difficult for them. And if you make it difficult enough, they'll move on to the next target, right? It's that old story of the bear in the woods, right? There's a bear in the woods. There's a group of people that see the bear. Um, the bear is angry, right? You think the bear's going to attack. So everybody takes off running, right? You don't have to be the first person to get out of the woods. You don't have to be the fastest person. You just need to be the person that runs faster than the people around you, right? The bear's going to catch the person that's closest to them, the easier target. Same thing with hackers, right? They're going to go after the low-hanging fruit. So if your data is more difficult to get than the next person, then generally they're going to go after that person. Unless, of course, there's special circumstances, like if you're a CEO or some sort of famous, known, wealthy person, then obviously they're probably going to target you. But in normal circumstances, that rule holds true. So our goal here is to make your data less attractive. So there's 5 tips that I want to give you to help you accomplish our goal, right? Of making your data less attractive and you less of a target. The first tip is don't use your location in your social media post. Let me explain. Let me go in a little bit greater detail. So if you're at a restaurant, if you're out on vacation, if you're hanging out with your friends and you're taking pictures commemorating the moment, great. If you're one of those people who want to post immediately, then don't tag in your location. It helps people keep track of your whereabouts, right? I would say don't tag it ever. Well, not ever. I would say don't tag it in definitely while you're out. And if you're going to post it later on while you're home, which is preferable, then don't tag the location in every single place that you go. It makes it easier to track. It makes it easier to track your location, your movements, your habits, your patterns, things of that nature, right? And for any crazy stalker or kleptomaniac or whatever, right? It makes it makes it easier for them to locate you and know when they can break into your house or know how to, get in touch with you or anything that you don't want to happen, right? So I would just say, be careful when you're doing that. Only put your location in some photos, the more significant events. Um, Also, don't do it while you're there, right? That's just my suggestion. Suggestion number 2 is don't use your real information when signing up for these accounts. Once again, let me add more detail to this. Obviously, you need to use your real name, or well, let me actually back up. Use your real name except for like maybe your middle initial, right? You're going to use your real name because most people sign up for social media to stay in touch with family or connect with friends they've maybe lost touch with over the years, so forth and so on. If your name is John, but you put your name as Barry, nobody's going to know who the heck you are, right? Kind of defeats the purpose of social media. So you can use your real name, just leave out a middle initial, right? People who know you, who are supposed to know your middle name, will know what your middle initial is. People who don't, they don't need to know anyway, right? Another thing you can do is your birthday, right? Like obviously, you're going to need to verify that you're old enough to be on the social media account you're trying to join. And people like birthday shoutouts, right? When it's your birthday, you want all the birthday love from that comes with being online and so forth and so on, right? But what you can do is you can change the year. So an example, if your birthday is November 1st, 1983, right? Sign up as November 1st, 1973, right? That way, if anyone does obtain your information, it's not accurate information. And it makes it harder for them to put together the puzzle of who you truly are and use that against you in some way, shape, or form. The third tip is don't use the same password across social media accounts. And more importantly, don't use the passwords that you use for your important accounts, like your online banking account or your credit card account, as social media passwords. If one of your social media accounts get compromised, not only will they be able to get into all of your social media accounts, they're also going to be able to get into your bank account and your credit card accounts, right? Which obviously we don't want to happen. We don't want to happen because that's game over. That's a lot of headache that no one needs in their lives, right? So, it's best just not to use those same passwords. Now, I do know that we're all human, so memorizing multiple passwords is going to be difficult. Writing them on a sticky is not the answer. Do not write your password on a sticky note or in a notebook somewhere where people can get to it. Use a password vault. That brings me to my fourth point. Use a password vault. A password vault is going to provide you the benefit of protecting your passwords, making them available to you when you're attempting to log into whatever app or website that you're trying to get into, as well as most good password vaults will suggest a complex password for you, right? Since you're not having to remember it anyway, use that complex password. It's going to make it a lot easier to break into your account because you use some password like kitty cat or something like that, right? And in addition to that, it's also storing that information in the vault for you. Now, you are going to have to remember the master password to that vault, which, once again, you should not make kitty cat or unicorn or anything like that. But having to remember one relatively complex password as opposed to 20 or 30 is a much more doable task for most humans, unless you were like Rain Man or have some kind of eidetic memory like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, right? But for us normal people, password vault is the answer. So that was the fourth tip. Fifth tip, the last one, is don't click on the DMs or the direct messages in your social. Don't click on the links, in the DMs or the direct messages from your social media accounts, right? That includes Twitter, Instagram DMs, stuff in Facebook Messenger, things of that nature, right? Don't click on them unless you, A, can verify that it's actually from the person you think it is, B, that they've actually meant to send that particular link, right? A lot of times you'll find that someone's account will get hacked and then they're sending out all this email and or all these links and messages in an attempt to compromise, someone clicking on the link and compromising other people's accounts, right? Um, we oftentimes learn, at your corporate, training, one of the corporate trainings you have to go to, don't click on the link in the email, right? Don't click on the link in the email on your company laptop, company device, whatever it is, right? The same thing applies here, except we just forget. We don't apply that principle in our everyday lives. And, a lot of people or hackers are really counting on that, right? So you have to be aware of what you're doing and don't click on those links unless you can verify they were meant to be sent to you and they are from who they say they are. And that even then, that there's nothing bad or malicious in those links, right? And that's it. That's it. Those are my 5 tips. Hopefully they helped you guys out. Hopefully they were informative. Hopefully, you learned something. Hopefully this helps you, not to get got, right? The whole premise behind Protect Your Neck is protect your neck. Like the Wu-Tang song, protect your neck, don't get got. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, go ahead and push that like button. If you like my videos in general on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave me a comment with videos that you want me to do in the future or suggestions. And other than that, hope everyone has a great rest of their day, wonderful rest of their week, and I'm out.